Well, hello everybody and welcome. We're going live into the game, Kinguin versus Tempo Storm. It looks like Tempo were making their way towards top mid to start off this pistol round. They're going to be on the T side, having picked Mirage. Kinguin opting to start out on the CT side. Let's see what they can manage with this. They're going to actually be backing off middle, spotting a player out in window and just forcing him back a little bit. The information there, I think they were trying to bait out for Chetty so he could get an opening kill, but it's not going to land. Luckily what does land is an opening kill onto that B site where there was a solo player. And he's going to suffer there as he gets taken down, absolutely obliterated by the Glocks. But Mauzino is there to back up in kitchen. He's taken out again though. These are one by one, they're falling. As Rollin looking for something here. In the window, his teammates coming in to back him up. He's not going to want to go too aggressive just yet. As they attempt to retake this site. Reach is doing well, grabbing an opening kill, but again, Tempo are able to trade it back again. Down to a 2 versus 2. It's looking pretty good for the T's because they've got time on their side, especially getting all that damage onto Rollin. Reed's pretty low as well, but hold on. He manages to land one shot. It's only one player left alive. If Reed's can manage to get this kill, it could have went their way, but with no kits in play right now, it's not all too likely. It will be the end of the round, and we seem to be having some difficulties with the odds of 2 seconds, and we will fix that right up for you. Also, volume, I'll higher up the in-game volume, make that a little bit better. Alright. We are losing sound for just 2 seconds. Like I said, the odds are just being updated very quickly. Okay, they should be good on your screen there, and we're just in time to catch the CZs going a little bit aggressive on the Kinguin side. Losing the previous round, they are able to force up, but it's going to be a difficult round up against 4 AKs. Tempo going for a pretty unorthodox second round. Usually we would see SMGs being deployed as the team attempts to get some economy built up, but it looks like they're pretty intent on winning this heavily. It's a big risk though, because if these CZs can pick up 1 or 2 kills, it automatically converts that over to AKs with armor. That's not going to be an easy win. Fox is to open up the round for Tempo as Minais attempts to go for a peek in middle, but gets himself obliterated from the top of the railings. And now a pretty slow round from Kinguin. We'll probably see a stack on the A side, and just to carry these CZs over to the next round. They only lost Minai, so they have still got 4 CZs and armor, 3 CZs sorry, and armor in play with a Deagle as well. Chetty manages to find one with the SMG. He'll of course be hunting, but if they take him, oh, they take him down. The AKs, I wouldn't imagine will get too aggressive, but as I say that, we see the flank coming around from Innocent, and that's a risky play. I mean, look, there's so much potential for these AKs to be dropped right now, although they don't actually lose any players on the Tempo side. A pretty convincing performance there, managing to bring that 2-0 to life. But still, I'd question the decision to buy 4 AKs, especially to go so aggressive. We saw Innocent, he was towards the T spawn all by himself. The rest of the team were going together, but it's not all too doable of a situation, really. If that AK gets dropped, you're not going to be able to save it over to the next round. Now, into the 1 versus 5 as an eco round goes south very quickly. 2 seconds, as just need to double check those odds are all working properly. Having a little bit of an issue with them. We'll be back into the action as soon as possible in the next few seconds. Alright, we'll jump right into this round. We'll fix those issues afterwards, as we are going to be going live. Players not looking to wait around at all. The 5 versus 5, we've got 4 rifles and an AWP being deployed on the CT side. Minais is able to trade out Reets and do a little bit more, grabbing himself an opening. Although the T's of Tempo are looking pretty convincing. They're sweeping through this side, finding kills. Innocent is low HP, but he'll be pushing up against the AWP, slow walking unfortunately, and not checking his close left corner. That is not going to be an optimal situation, but look at this. If Fox can just hold out, the flank is coming in. They'll probably suspect it pretty soon. It's not going to matter all too much as Mauzino finds one. He might get taken out if he moves a little bit closer to the window. This is so close, but no, there's going to be no flank kill to occur, as 3-1 is going to be the score that develops. Oh. Alright, 5v5 again. Off being deployed on Fox once more. Let's see if they can manage to find this. I mean, in the previous round, they managed to save over those AKs, so Tempo have got a lot of money built up. So that round loss not really going to matter all too much for their economy's sake. And Kinguin certainly in a good position if they can pick this up, because Tempo will have to go for a bit of a force buy if they do decide to buy it. That'll be an eco, and that'll allow the scoreline to equalize over to 3-3. HS and Chetty managed to find some opening kills. Reitz returns one, but it's still going to be a 4v1 thanks to Fox finding another kill with that up. It's an easy round, swinging over to Tempo. 4-1. Kinguin pretty much desolated in terms of economy. They chose to start out on the CT side, but now we're seeing why Tempo chose Mirage. They clearly have some preparation on it, but it does kind of look like it's Angels that are going their way, managing to find these opening frags pretty consistently. A UMP actually, a pretty risky force buy from Kinguin. If they lose this round, they're pretty much going to be down 6 or 7-1. And it's going to be a push towards B where Malzino is all alone. This is going to make his life very, very difficult. Oh, actually backing off now. Deciding not to push in. I mean, they should know it's going to be a pretty poor buy from Kinguin, or indeed just pistols. I wouldn't have expected the force to come out, but you know, you don't want to push into the B side. It's such a close range fight, all choke points as well. You're going to be pushing into probably CZs is what Tempo are thinking, so they make their way towards A. Probably the better decision. Reitz is spotted, but he manages to find a kill. Looks like the call didn't come in time. Famas on Roland is able to do some damage. Now we're down to a 4 versus 2. This round looking very good for Kinguin, but the bomb is going to be going down momentarily. No challenges to come out, so Tempo should be able to pick this up with low HP on the majority of the players of the Kinguin side. It's going to be Minnows with the Famas. He's got to find an opening. That op is able to take him out, but Malzino pushing into the side. He's also eliminated, down to the 2v2. Things not looking all too good anymore. Taz, though, with the CZ. Can he find this frag? Yes, he can. That's the op taken out, and some good economy damage, even if he doesn't survive this. Indeed, as HS takes him out, they still manage to drop an op on the T side, which is pretty favorable for them. Are you guys in the chat getting any pixelation on the stream? If you guys are, I'll attempt to fix that. Just let me know. Five v 5, lots of AKs deployed and a Mac 10. This should be a fairly easy round for Tempo Storm. Pushing up connector, Fox is able to find one, while Innocent is going ham on the site. The Mac 10 will be hunting a little bit more aggressively, which could cost him his life as Malzino is waiting in the top left corner. It doesn't look like he'll be pushing in through that window. You don't want to take that little choke point as the AK pushes up. Innocent will be checking that position. Oh, but he turns away at just the wrong moment. That's an AK picked up for Kinguin, and if Malzino can manage to escape, that'll be a fantastic save for them. He has been spotted though and challenged with the Mac 10. That's also dropped as Roland is taken out. It's looking pretty unlikely that... Oh, there we go. That Malzino will be able to save that over. I thought there was a chance that he'd find that beautiful 180 onto HS, but it's not going to land. Alright, 2 seconds. Let me see what I can do about that. With the pixelation. Alright, hopefully that will fix it. The full buy here from Kinguin doing pretty well. It's already going to be 2 players left alive. There will be one trade with the nade, but the 3 versus 2 Still underway. It's a difficult enough round for Tempo to clutch back, and this could be Kinguin's way in. I mean, if they don't win this, it's going to be a way out for them, because it'll be 8 or 9-1. Tempo, with some good economy secured, it's still going to be a very much an uphill battle for Kinguin to win this map out. Bomb does manage to be planted from the Tempo side, so that's certainly going to be favorable for them, as they've at least secured themselves even more economy. But with Kinguin closing in on them, it's going to be difficult to win out this round. Then Op and Kitchen, if it's Chetty might be able to find him, but Chetty's position now known. That's an easy pre-fire from Midnight, as it's only going to be Lowell, but he's managed to bring it down to a 1 versus 1. Only the Op left alive, takes that head peek angle, certainly optimal up against the Op, as Midnight's waiting for anything, but he's got to go for the defuse, and he knows that that's probably not going to end up with him getting that round win. So backing off, it's a 1v1 swinging over to Tempo's favor. A good round for them to win out, and they managed to bring an AK over. The op saved for Kinguin might not be enough though, because they're going to have to go for a force buy, and a pretty bad one at that. Indeed, it is just going to be CZs and a Deagle deployed on the CT side. That op that was saved over will stay on Min Eyes. Let's see if he can pick something up with it. Indeed, he's got to do the majority of the work. Tempo making some noise towards B, but it's unlikely that they will actually mount a push towards the B side. It would be a pretty poor decision, as they know they're going to be up against a broken economy. Even if they do suspect a force, B is not where you want to be taking that. Well, Tempo seem to be taking it towards A. Probably a good decision to start off. It's going to be a fake, though, as they drag the rotations off. The op is actually hurt on short now, so that's certainly going to be a target of the Tempo side as they push it towards the site. Reeds is going to be taken down, along with Roland and Taz. Now Zeno looks to find something, but only one to be found with that CZ. Minai's position is known to be on short, and as he peeks out, he is eliminated, bringing us to an 8-1 scoreline. Hopefully that's improved slightly for you on the lag perspective. Let me know if it hasn't. Attempting to fix it here. We'll get it sorted in between this map and the next either way, but hopefully it will be okay now. But do feel free to let me know if you're experiencing any problems, and I will get on it as fast as I can. Now Zeno with the off in B apartments. He's able to pick up one. A nice opening for Kinguin, and no doubt he'll be staying there for the rest of the round, with the fake coming in the previous from Tempo. But Tempo have been pretty versatile on this CT side, on this T side so far. They've been able to take it towards pretty much whichever site they want. Their fakes have been selling, and even when they don't fake it, they're just hitting shots. As we see Fox about to go for a peek in apartments. He's got to be careful because Taz is on stairs, peeks out just as Taz backs off, allowing him to hold that angle. Spots a player moving, misses the shot and takes a lot of damage too. Luckily, it is only going to be the legs that suffer. But now if he peeks back out, he's going to be in a lot of danger. Indeed he is, as he gets taken down. Now we're going to see Chetty up close with the AK. He's going to be backed up by Innocent. They have got the bomb in their possession. But Messino is relieving Innocent of his head and the bomb indeed. Down to a 2 versus 1 with those 2 opening picks from Reitz and Mazzino. Making their way towards site. They've got the bomb as well. It's only going to be Lowell with low HP. He does go for a head peek, but it's not going to matter with that shot landing. And 8-2 is the score. Kinguin finally picking up that second round, but this is their CT side on Mirage. They need to be doing a lot better than this. If they can win this one out, they'll force Tempo onto a relatively poor economy. They might still be able to get a full buy up, but then in the next round, there will certainly be no buy. So this is important. They need to win these next two, bring us to A4, and then they should be able to get all the way up to those 7 rounds, but they've got to be careful right now. Roland doesn't know there's a player on the side already. That's going to cost him heavily. Mineyes manages to pick up 1, and we're down to a 3 versus 2. All Kinguin have to do here is be careful not to give over any opening kills. There is an op watching from apartments as Innocent takes that bomb plant. Fox looking for aggression on the bomber. And the bomb planter doesn't find any just yet. Oh, Innocent makes his way up. Nice and close. They have heard him though, unfortunately, as Mineyes finds that kill. Fox is there to bring it back, but he's being shot from short, shot from sight. He's being shot from everywhere. There's not a whole lot he can do as he gets taken down. That is going to be 9-2. Tempo Storm flying ahead here. But they are being caught up on... Sorry, 8-3, not 9-2. They are being caught up on pretty quickly by Kinguin, who managed to clutch that round back out. And I think that's the first clutch situation we've seen Kinguin really be able to thrive in. Tempo have been doing pretty well in those 1v1s and even 1vx situations. This time the 2v3 does go the way of Kinguin, as they managed to isolate the players pretty well. Something Tempo haven't been doing so far, really. Not been isolating themselves at all. They've always been able to go for the trades at least. But of course in a 2v3 situation, as it comes down to the trades, it's not going to matter all too much because it's still going to be a win for Kinguin. Nades coming over A. This is going to be a very fast push. Reeds is just being toasted. Still manages to find a kill towards Underwood, but the Molotov is extended down the stairs. That is devastating as he gets eliminated. Burnt alive, not realizing he's inside the Molotov. Now down to the 3v3. It's got to be a retake from Kinguin. They had a successful one in the previous round. Let's see if they can do it again. This time, no man advantage, or there wasn't anyways, but Mineyes finds it. Flashbang coming out from Innocent as Mineyes finds another victim. It's still going to be a 1v2 though, and this is where Tempo have tried again and again, but not this time. As once more, 2 players left alive on the Kinguin side as they bring it to 8-4. Tempo were looking really good, getting onto that site so quickly and finding those openings, but Mineyes comes in on the op and he is able to pick up a 2k to reclaim the site alongside his teammates. And now Kinguin looking pretty good. Like I said, Tempo are going to be on. I mean, they did manage to get the bomb plants in both rounds, so it does boost their economy a little bit, but either way it should still be an eco, but HS going for an AK. This is going to be an interesting buy, potentially looking for the opening kill in apartments. He's actually going to let the CZs go first, so I'm not too sure what the point of this AK is. I mean, he's playing so passively in apartments. He's going to be dropping a flash momentarily, and it looks like his teammates will just be hiding up close as he goes for the peek. With this AK, Mauzino manages to find one with the op. Oh, goes for a second and lands it. It's all on HS here. He's going to land it. Oh, he gets the spray down just about. But, I mean, look at this rotation. The full rotation already in. There's no chance. Absolutely no chance at all for Tempo there. Running out of such a heavy choke point with 3 players already on that site. They managed to find one, of course, but nothing else. 8-5. Kinguin. We're very far behind. Now, thanks to these later on rounds, and indeed those, I think I'd primarily put it down to the op plays that are coming out on their side. Managing to find these openings and indeed retakes into the round pretty well, even though they went 2 men down at the start. Still swings back in their favor in the second 2 rounds. Down to a 4 versus 2. Aggressive apartment control is taken, but it's an op that's there that's not going to be helpful for those close range fights, as we're now down to a 1v3. HS actually has a chance if he can cross over successfully, but Mauzino's watching it with an op. So now he manages to get onto the site, but Mauzino hits that shot. 8-6. The economy not looking great for Tempo. It is going to be a force buy. And indeed a small technical pause comes in. That should be done very quickly. Received word it is an incredibly short tech pause. So we'll be back into the game within a matter of seconds. And here we go. We are back in 8-6 is the scoreline, and we might see Kinguin taking this 8-7. A pretty poor buy coming out from the terrorists, but again, they're going to take it fast towards A. We saw it go pretty well for them in the previous attempt, previous iteration of this strategy. Kinguin are able to find the opening kills this time. It's going to be a different setup indeed. As what is he doing? 3K coming in, all headshots as well, and fantastic shots to land, but unfortunately Reitz also gets taken out. So now we're down to a 3 versus 2. It's still very much possible for Tempo, but with Mauzino, never mind, Mauzino's nowhere to be found. His head has been taken clean off. As now the bomb plank goes down, Kinguin not looking all too great. They were in a fantastic position, especially with 3 opening frags, but Tempo were able to pull it back again and again as Minoise attempts to make his way out. Roland does find that opening. The Molotov drops just outside the smoke, so now they have to push around the right side. Roland knows that. Doesn't land the kill though, as Innocent is inside the smoke. The spam comes through from Minoise. He's not able to hit it. Goes for the fake defuse. Spots out ahead. And he finds the kill. Does he have time? I think he does just about have enough time to get that defuse in. And that will be 8-7. Well deserved by Kinguin, and they've managed to clutch that back from what was a horrendous start. 8-1 at one point, before Kinguin mount a 6th consecutive round comeback and bring us into 8-7 as we move on to the second half. We've got to remember this is Tempo Storm's map pick. They're going to be feeling pretty confident. Kinguin favourites coming into this, and Tempo Storm know that. They have won out the half, but only by 1 round, and will that be enough is the real question as we come into this half onto the CT side for Tempo Storm, up against a considerably better team. Will that 1 round be enough for them to claim the win? That's the real question. We've got a quick pause coming in. Not too sure. Let me double check if that's a tech. That's going to be a tactical pause there from Kinguin. And so we will cut to an ad, I suppose, while we wait for them to figure out what they're going to do on this pistol round. And here we are, the 5v5. We're going to see Glock stacking up towards the top of middle, attempting to wait for a push to come in, but nothing is to be found just yet. Minoise dropping some nades over towards CT. Nobody there, but there are 3 players close on the side, and actually a 4th coming in through the smoke. This is going to be difficult for Kinguin to win out now. 2 men down. They have managed to make their way over to the B site, but they've got to be careful because Fox is getting a little bit aggressive on short. He's hurt at this point. Look at this play from Kinguin. Although they're 2 men down, they've got a lot of map control for it. The spam bet come in from Minoise. He spots players coming in. That means that Roland's going to be ready, but he's not able to find any kills. Minoise able to trade out 1 onto HS, but ultimately getting taken down as well as Reitz makes his way up short. He is in a 1v4. It's going to be a very difficult situation to win out, especially with Fox watching that angle and finding the headshot straight away. That's Tempo propelled into a 9-7 lead. It's going to be so difficult for them to win this out, or win either of the next 2 rounds out on the Kinguin side, because they're going to be up against the SMG buy from Tempo, having very little head armor, only 2 players possessing it, with 1 actually not even rocking any armor. It's certainly going to be a difficult win, and if they lose this, they'll be on an eco on the Kinguin side, unless they can manage to get a plant in, but even then I think they'll be going for that eco. Some early combat towards top mid. It's a scout that's spotted, so I would question a decision to re-peek that from Fox. He's pushed in apartments. Not apartments, in window. Finds the kill. Chetty there with the SMG frag as well. Fox inside his own Molotovs, losing quite a bit of HP. And eventually Minoise finds it with a headshot from the scout. An interesting decision to re-peek mid despite already spotting a scout out there. And he suffers from it. 5 versus 5. Dropped down to a 3v2, and the B side is under siege right now. It's only going to be Lowell holding down the Eagle coming in from Taz. He's not able to land the shot, but there is still a scout there to do some damage. Taz can just land one shot. That'll be a one hit for the scout. It's a lot to ask with HS coming in with the MP9 and the MP7 on Chetty to find a headshot onto Taz. That's some money farming happening for Tempo. And now that they have that round win, they won the pistol out and they won the second without giving away a plant. They know this is going to be a full eco from Kinguin. This is just, you got to take this one on the chin, really. That's a really interesting decision, though. Innocent only has a USP. And he's on B by himself. That's a really weird choice. Especially because it's a pistol buy. I mean, those Glocks could come in and take that fight, but the rotation comes in anyways. So he's looking for some towards top mid. What is this? He's only got armor and a USP, and he's just running out mid, taking these fights against Glocks. He eventually gets taken down, but that was a really weird strategy. I've not seen that deployed before, but hey, it works out. He's managed to save himself up some money, and let's hope he doesn't go for the same buy in this round. That would probably be pretty devastating. I mean, he had money to buy up, and he's just ended up buying an M4 in this round. It's just a weird decision to see it deployed because he was a solo B player. That could have allowed Kinguin to get a bomb plant down. I mean, the rotation did come in kind of quickly, but if it was a straight up B rush, I'm pretty sure Kinguin would have had that bomb plant. So I don't know. I wouldn't support that decision. But anyways. Innocent finds one. Lots of damage done though onto the Tempo side. It's still a winnable round for Kinguin. They haven't got to land all too many shots to find this win, but an op on car is going to make life very difficult. As Roland is spotted out, there goes Fox with the headshot as we're down to a 1 versus 4. Reitz has to pull an absolutely huge play out of the bag. If he doesn't, it's 12-7. Tempo up against the Nico. He's already found 1 kill, but 3 more to find. But if Tempo claim this 12th round, they'll be up against the Nico in the next. That brings us to 13-7 more than likely. And at that point, life's going to be very difficult, but he's doing so much economy damage. That's an op dropped as well. Now he's in a 1v2, a much more winnable situation. Jumping out window. He knows there's a player towards short. Is he going to be aware of this player, Chetty, in apartments? That's the real question. Both are low HP. The spray down is quick. Block deployed. Chetty lands the headshot. As that is 12-7. A lot of damage is done, and with the time so low, he had to get that kill quickly and get the bomb plant or get the double spray. But not able to land either. Now Kinguin, they're going to be taking CZs. If they lose this, they should be able to get a semi-decent buy, but it's going to be a very difficult comeback at this point. They've yet to win a round out on their T side, and Tempo are looking pretty solid here. 2 players stacked towards the B side. Lowell going to be looking for something to spray down with the AK. Doesn't land anything just yet as Reitz comes in with the CZ. He's going to find a headshot to trade as Lowell is taken down, and an AK is picked up. The 4v4 with the bomb plant down already. Kinguin securing themselves a good buy in the next round, but there's still plenty of time to extend that to a full buy and a full round win with some rifles taken over as well. Tempo a little bit hesitant to go for the retake. See, they're just trying to find some opening picks before they go in, and there it is. Innocent manages to find 2. The Molotov able to claim a victim as well, but it's still a 2v3. That bomb needs to be defused. Reitz not able to find one with the CZ. It's all going to be on Brawl, and he's got to find a 3k or just stop this bomb from being defused. Playing it very late. He's going to go for the spam down on the planner, but he doesn't land it. No! Does Tempo manage to get that bomb defuse in? That was so close, but HS deploys the USP and takes him out. That could have been the round for Kinguin if the diffuser had been standing just an inch to the right. Luckily tucked away nice and neatly behind that box. He's able to survive as 13-7 develops. Kinguin are able to get a full buy on the back of the bomb plant and a whole lot of kills. But it's going to be a hard fought battle. Losing one mana initially to Fox. Mineyes with the op towards apartments as Taz manages to find a kill in middle. It's Prince chiming in with one. The second kill not to be found just yet. Down to a 3v3. The push coming in on B. Taz has already spotted one player. They know that there's one on the site. That's Lowell. He's going to be taken down pretty soon. Molotov deployed, forcing him out of position. He's taken out. The op towards the back of the site. Fox is able to find one as Chetty backs him up as Taz goes in for the trade. That's 14-7 with Kinguin. Not looking all too great. They have got a very good loss bonus built up here. So they're able to get AKs. And Mineyes drops the head armor in favor of an op. But 14-7, we're going to need to see some big plays coming out from Kinguin to win out Tempo Storm's map pick of Mirage. The next map, of course, is Train, which I'd pretty heavily favor Kinguin on. Up against Tempo, they decided to pick it. And so we did see Tempo opting for the CT side. Not an unusual decision on a map like Train. Mineyes finds one with the op. That's a good opening for Kinguin. This is a good start into the comeback. 14-7. They've got to manage at least 8 rounds with only losing 1 to bring us to overtime. That's a pretty difficult win ratio to keep up, especially on that T side. And running into a full A stack, it's only going to make life harder. You can see these positions being held by the CTs. This should be pretty favorable for them. With the smokes coming down, that's going to isolate HS towards Underwood, but he's still finding a double spray down. Making his way up the ladder, back down, up again, down again. We don't know where he is. That means the Kinguin don't know where he is. But he's in a 1v1 as the kills come in for Kinguin. He drops his way onto the site with 24 seconds left. They have to commit to the A site bomb plant. HS can just stay alive and bait out the time a little bit, but he's going to be challenged. How does he do that? That's a 3k to come in from HS, uncontested on that A side. 15-7. Kinguin need to get 8 consecutive rounds here on their T side. And do you believe, chat? Is it possible that Kinguin find 8 consecutive rounds up against Tempo, who've been absolutely smashing them so far? Chetty, the only player to defend the A site. Mid control is going to be the flavor of the month, and Rollin was there to watch it, but he's not able to find a kill as HS once again strikes and finds himself an opening kill. Innocent is there for one as well as Chetty spots players coming out. Fox is going to be going in for the peak. As Chetty's taken out, Fox is going to be their only hope. He only found 1 kill, but Taz is there for a double. HS coming in and finding himself 1. We can't even switch to the players in time. They're not even on the server anymore. 16-7, a very swift victory to come out. We're going to restart the stream very quickly to fix those issues with the pixelation. That's a hard word to say. Anyways, we'll catch you guys in just a few minutes for map number 2 of